Damn, man, it's wrinkled. Fuck. Yeah, whatever. I don't really care. No, I do. All right, folks, the Oscars. So close. So close. Let's predict them. Folks, we're going to start off with the biggest category of the night. Of course, we are going to start off with Best Picture. Now, for a while now, it seemed pretty clear to most everyone that The Power of the Dog was going to be the easy winner here. You know, it was going to walk away with a lot of the awards. It got 12 nominations, of course. And then recently, you know, you sort of had this underdog creep up. Coda, a film I was confident just last year, just like August, just a few months ago, wouldn't even get nominated. And then I slowly thought it might get nominated. And then it did get nominated, but I still had it, you know, sort of lower on my list of likelihood after it got nominated. I'm like, you know, this is 10th most likely or something like that. And lo and behold, it's now potentially the front runner for the Best Picture Oscar. Now, let's go sort of in order. 10th, I've got King Richard. I just don't see it happening. Don't Look Up is not happening. Licorice Pizza is not happening. Drive My Car is not happening. 6th, I have West Side Story, which just didn't really get as much love as I think it should have. It's not obviously the key player a lot of people think it is. It didn't get screenplay. It didn't get editing. Really just not going to happen. Dune is the technical achievement, and if there's enough, you know, obviously, so the Oscars use preferential ballot voting, all right? And if you don't know what that is, sort of simply, it's where you rank your top whatever, right? I don't know how many they rank, but let's say for the sake of this, we rank three. We rank West Side Story, we rank Power of the Dog, and we rank Coda. Now, personally, I would put West Side Story, Power of the Dog, Coda. But somebody else might put Coda, West Side Story, Power of the Dog, or whatever, you know, so on, so on. And you keep going. You count through everyone's ballots until one of the choices has enough votes, until it meets a certain threshold. And if nothing meets that threshold after the first round, after looking at everyone's top choice, then you eliminate the least voted choice, all right? And so if West Side Story is that least voted choice, it's gone, all right? And then you keep going and going until you crown your champion. And with preferential voting, I definitely think it makes it more interesting. You definitely have some things like Dune, which always just have a chance of upsetting if enough technical categories, you know, are super fond of it. I have Nightmare Alley at 4th for, again, the same reason, you know, that's just a gut feeling more than anything else. No really stats to back that up or anything, and it would be absolutely wild if it won Sunday, but I mean, it's probably not going to happen. I have Belfast at 3rd, and this is really the top 3 is the territory where it's like certainly actually like possible, really. Belfast at 3rd, still don't really see it happening. It lost a lot of steam. It was definitely the front runner at one point a long time ago in the race, but has fallen quite a bit. And then the top 2 really where it could go either way. I really think it is like a 50-50 split. I saw Coda on Monday of this week for the second time, and I was with an audience that absolutely loved it. I liked it slightly more. I still think it's a pretty basic film, and I would not be too happy if it won Best Picture, but I could definitely see it happening. And after Monday, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to predict it. And then last night, Friday, I saw Power of the Dog again, a second time, and I was reminded of its sheer brilliance, of its absolutely masterful achievement in every technical category. It is just a remarkable film, super worthy of winning Best Picture, one of the most worthy winners in a long time, especially in this category. And nothing besides West Side Story really stands out to me as something I would be proud to call a Best Picture winner. And I think it would be a damn shame if it lost. So keep that in mind, okay? I definitely think Coda can win, but I can't predict it. I can't. Power of the Dog has all the stats in its favor, right? It's got 12 nominations, so many technical categories, a few of which I will be predicting. I just think it still has enough support. Is it divisive? Absolutely. Does that hurt it in a preferential ballot system? Absolutely. okay? Does that help Coda? Absolutely, okay? It's higher up on most people's list. Like, if a few people have Power of the Dog number 1, and everybody else has it number 10, or everyone just has Coda number 5, right? Like, Coda has the better chance there, or 4, or whatever. You get my point, because Coda is just more likely to be picked in a higher spot, and therefore it's more likely to win. Power of the Dog, I think, still has enough passion in the industry to take home the gold Sunday night. We'll see. Again, I will be just a little bit disappointed if Coda walks away with it. I'm not sure. Maybe someday I'll be happy. I don't want to, and it's not like I love the people behind it. I think it's I'm really glad that people do like it. It's personally not an enjoyable film for me. Well, sorry, it is an enjoyable film for me. I don't think it's anywhere near Best Picture quality. I wouldn't have nominated it personally, and I certainly would not have picked it to win. But no hate towards it. Just going to be a little disappointed. Power of the Dog, my pick for what I think will win Best Picture. Next up is going to be Best Director, and folks, this really is a lock, and this also contributes to my Best Picture pick. Jane Campion for The Power of the Dog will be winning Best Picture. You have sort of a race between Campion and Spielberg again, just like 1993 with Schindler's List and The Piano. Spielberg prevailed there. Campion will prevail here. No further questions. Now, actress. This one is certainly difficult, okay? Because actress, just like last year, last year was a little bit more up in the air, I feel like, but this category is just crazy. I have Olivia Colman at 5th. She's won nowhere. There doesn't seem to be too much passion behind her performance. People are sort of using the logic that she, upsets a lot, I guess, maybe. But I don't really think that's enough for a win. Kristen Stewart at 4th, just because she has all those number 1 picks. She's got a lot of passion there. The people who love her a lot, but I'm not sure that enough love her for her to win. Nicole Kidman at 3rd, because she won at the Globes, I believe it was, but that was a long time ago. I don't really see it happening. I actually do have Penelope Cruz at 2nd, and it's not just because a whole bunch of anonymous Oscar ballots have come out recently and, sort of declared her most likely to win or whatever. It's more so that, strong actress, has won before. People are saying this is the best performance of her career. I haven't personally seen the film, but who am I to disagree? And it's been playing a lot, is what I'm hearing, for LA circles. It plays well amongst them. They like it. They like the Almodovar films. Apparently, he wins a lot of Oscars for his actors. Penelope Cruz could certainly happen. But right now, I think Jessica Chastain is going to win this award. This will be her first. She is overdue. It's an absolutely incredible and showy performance. I do have it also winning in makeup and hair later on, so I just think Jessica Chastain has too much going for her here to lose it. I do think anyone could win. I will probably just be shocked regardless of who wins, because, again, this is not really a lock whatsoever. Best of luck to these 5 women. I'm rooting for you all. Chastain a little more, but good luck. Actor. This is Will Smith. He's won everywhere, and if he lost, I just don't see why it would be now here, right? I don't see the Oscars going with anyone besides Will Smith. I guess Benedict Cumberbatch potentially has a chance. Garfield, I saw a few. Look, I'm not really going to entertain that idea. I think Will Smith is winning this. Supporting actress, lock it in. It's done. It's Ariana DeBose for West Side Story. We're not going to talk about anything else, because I will shut down the channel if anyone else wins, because it won't happen. Supporting actor, also a lock. Not as much of a lock, but Troy Kotsur for Coda. It's a performance people love. They love to love it. They love him. They want to see him up there giving a cool speech on stage. He's winning this. Nobody else has been winning. Cody Smith McPhee was winning at the beginning, but he's just lost traction. Troy Kotsur is, climbing, as well as Coda. He's been climbing with Coda. It's reached its peak. He's reached his peak for this Oscar season, and he will win this award. Adapted screenplay. Now, this is really between 2 films. Coda, Power of the Dog. Sound familiar? You might think I'm predicting Power of the Dog because I'm predicting picture, but Coda has won just about every screenplay award that matters. It won BAFTA, it won the WGA. Power of the Dog's just not winning screenplay. Now, does this scare me with its picture chances? No, obviously, because a little bit, it does. I'm not gonna lie, but I still have it winning picture, because I think it has enough outside of the screenplay win. Coda, I think, absolutely needs this screenplay win. So if we get there on Oscar night and Coda loses adapted screenplay, nah, man, It's got no chance. It's not winning picture. It'll be Power of the Dog. You can pack it up. You can call it a night. But I do think it is pretty far the front runner here, if I'm being honest. I think I will be quite surprised if anything besides Coda wins here. And you know what? Again, not the happiest with it, but whatever. I like these guys. People like to root for them. And I'm fine with them winning 2 awards. I'm fine with them winning supporting actor and adapted screenplay. Power of the Dog can take picture. Original screenplay. This one is really interesting. I had Licorice Pizza here for the longest time. And that probably was one of my favorite screenplays of last year as well. But I just don't know that I can, it's not really winning the places it's supposed to be winning. Don't Look Up won the WGA. I don't see the Oscars going for that necessarily. WGA voting closed a long time ago, back when Don't Look Up was sort of more popular, and it's really fallen out of public favor recently. Licorice Pizza definitely could still win. Paul Thomas Anderson, though, he is overdue, but the fact of the matter is that they just don't seem to love the guy. They don't. They gave him a director nom, so they obviously have some respect for him. And if he wins, it will be deserved. I will be cheering for him. I will be so happy. But it seems they don't have the respect for him that they should. And I think another overdue person, Kenneth Branagh, might be taking it here. I think he might take it with Belfast. No matter what, I think it will probably be close with the voting. I wish we got to see the behind the scenes there. But I do have Belfast winning original screenplay, because if not, again, it's not really going to win anything else here. And neither is Licorice Pizza, unfortunately. But I'd love to be wrong. I really would. But I'm going Belfast. You know what? No, I'm not going Belfast. Does it go against the logic I just said? Yeah. Yeah, it does. But I'm going to go Licorice Pizza. Not every category will I do this, but I like to have some stake in the game. I like the one I'm predicting to be the one I'm rooting for as well. And when it's a category as close as original screenplay is, I see no reason to root against my favorite. I'm going to go Licorice Pizza for original screenplay. Cinematography. Now, pretty much everybody is Dune here. That's fine. I respect that. There's a lot of evidence there. It won the ACE. Won the BAFTA. I'm going to go Power of the Dog. Again, I think people have a lot of respect for it. I think they respect the technical achievements here. It's the first female cinematographer. I watched it again last night. It is just a stunningly gorgeous film. I'm going to be honest with you. I, of all people, was a little underwhelmed by Dune cinematography. So keep that in mind. I hope nobody's really predicting off of my predictions, because I'm hardly an expert on any of this. I am just doing it for fun. But if you were, I'm going Power of the Dog. I think it is. I think people will like the cinematography more there. They like the nature stuff. Although they did go Mank over Nomadland last year. But I'm going Power of the Dog. Costume design. I had West Side Story here for the longest time, just because I kind of wanted them to get some recognition. I still don't think it's impossible. I really don't think it's impossible. But it's Cruella. Come on. It's a film about costumes, whatever. They've got some cool ones. I wouldn't give it to Cruella. But if the Oscars do, yeah, whatever. I don't really care. It would be foolish of me. It would just be really... I couldn't post this video if I didn't have Cruella winning this category. It's just not logical. So, pulling for West Side Story. If they do win, I'm probably going to kick myself, because I had them for a really long time before switching it today. But Cruella is going to win this. Editing. This one is tough, because Dune has not been winning nearly as much as it should have. The Power of the Dog... so here's the deal. Editing, it's coming down to sound for me. Coming down to the sound nomination. It used to be a lot easier to tell you the 2 sound categories, which would help you out. And I think Dune is going to walk away with sound. It is going to take that award and absolutely sprint out of the ceremony with the sound award, because it's winning that. Power of the Dog is also nominated for sound, and it's the best picture frontrunner in my mind. Well, Coda, but whatever. Coda's not nominated. So Power of the Dog certainly has a chance, just because, again, it is that picture winner in my mind. But I still think it's Dune. It's the technical film. Everybody knows it as sort of the technical behemoth this year. And I think it'll win. King Richard has a chance. Don't Look Up has just obnoxious editing that I think enough people realize that's not going to win. Tick, Tick, Boom, whatever. I think it's Dune. I think it's Dune. Makeup and hair, the eyes of Tammy Faye. They absolutely transformed Jessica Chastain and Andrew Garfield into these characters. Any questions? None. Let's move on. Production design. Now, the logic here says Dune. It says Dune. It's the sci-fi one. It's got a lot of production design. It's got some great production design. The logic here says it will win. I'm going to go Nightmare Alley. I'm going to go Nightmare Alley for production design just because I don't see Dune winning everything. I think, Nightmare Alley got a Best Picture nomination despite getting, pretty few nominations itself. And a lot of those nominations are in the technical category. So it's clear that some people, are digging Nightmare Alley and its technical achievements. And I think that might show up here. I think that might show. It's not going to win cinematography just because of the other competition. But I definitely think its creative, inventive production design could take the award over Dune. Score, it's Dune. Power of the Dog is second because it's Best Picture, because it's Johnny Greenwood. But it's Dune. It's Hans Zimmer, and it's an incredible score. Song, it's No Time to Die. It's the Bond song. It's Billie Eilish. She's killing it. It's No Time to Die. It's No Time to Die. Sound, it's Dune. Power of the Dog would be a worthy winner here, in my opinion. I absolutely adore the sound in that film. I think it's one of the most underrated parts of the film. But it's Dune, and I can't even be sad about that because it has some great sound. So, Dune for sound. Visual effects. Do I need to say it? I will anyways. It's Dune. Stop. It's not even a question. It's Dune. It's Dune. Animated feature. Encanto. Pack it up. Let's go home. Encanto's winning this. Documentary. Look, as we get into these categories, the less I know about this stuff. I haven't really paid too much attention to this race. I'm just going to go with Summer of Soul. It's the most talked about one. It's Questlove, familiar face within the industry. I haven't seen it. People like it. What more can you say? I'm going Summer of Soul. International film. It's The Parasite Rule. Drive My Car got a Best Picture nomination. None of the other ones did. Drive My Car is winning international feature film. Animated short. Haven't seen any of these either this year, unfortunately, because my theater stopped playing the animated short films, only the live action ones, which I've already seen 4 out of 5 online, by the way. You can check those out online, but I will be seeing them again in theaters today to catch that 5th one as well as rewatch them, because it's a really good crop this year. But anyway, sorry, I digress. Animated short, Robin, whatever. It's the one most people are predicting. It's short, it's not sure. Sweet, whatever. I don't really care or no. Documentary short, just going to go with The Queen of Basketball. It's the one I've heard the most about. Not much more to say. Live action short. These, again, I have seen 4 of them. Please Hold, a little too basic, I think, for the Academy. I liked it, but I don't know. Maybe I got some Two Distant Strangers vibes from it, just in the tone, the way it was told, which, of course, won last year, so it's possible. But I think some of the other ones are a bit more impactful. The Dress, a bit dark. I'm not sure I see the Academy awarding the most depressing one. Certainly possible. It's very well made, but I don't know. I haven't seen Alakachu. On My Mind, I think, has a good shot. It's sweet. It's heartwarming. Almost, it's sad. It tugs at the heartstrings. I think it definitely could win. But I'm gonna go with A Long Goodbye. It's got the political message. It's got incredible, Riz Ahmed performance. It's timely. I think it will win. And folks, that brings us to the end of the Oscar predictions. I'm really excited for the ceremony, despite all of the negatives potentially going into tomorrow. The host, the not presenting the category controversy, some of the presenters they got. There's a lot of negative stuff surrounding the ceremony, but I'm gonna watch it. I will hopefully enjoy it, and hopefully I get some of these right. Hopefully I do comparable to how I did last year. If you have your predictions, let me know in the comments down below. I'd be curious to see what you guys think of some of these categories. If you have Power of the Dog or Coda, or maybe you're really against the grain and you have King Richard winning picture. I don't know. Tell me what you have, folks. I've been EDPC Reviews. You've been amazing. I will see you at the Oscars tomorrow. Bye-bye.